guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So guys, this is going to be the first video of 2021 I'm going to post on this channel. Guys, I am back since I am under 14 days quarantine because I'm in Nigeria. I just recently came back to Nigeria and I'm under 14 days quarantine. So guys, I'm just gonna be giving you guys some videos, like reaction videos, because like it's what I do. So without further ado, I'm going to be reacting to the 10 most expensive houses in the world, like where the millennials spend their dough. Woo! So guys, don't mind if I'm being too extra in this video. This is how I am normally when I'm actually watching videos alone. So yeah, and I'm super excited to be back on this channel. So subscribe. Okay, let us get into this video.
There is certainly no place like home. Whether it's in a big
10
ranch in the
most
countryside
expensive
or a
houses
small
in the world,
space
people.
in the center of the city,
We're gonna
a
sit
home
in
is a
today.
place
We're gonna
where
sit
we
in. We're gonna
always
be
wanna go
shocked.
back
We're gonna be
to.
like, ha.
This is where we rest at the
Oh,
end
top
of the day
house.
full of work. And a space
Yeah,
to
it
find
was-
comfort after long travels around
I
the
can't
world.
wait to see these videos. Like they say 10
For
most
some people,
expensive.
the idea of home is beyond just having a place to rest and eat.
And I want to know how
For
much
them,
it
home
costs.
can be anything from a twin-towered building in the center of infinite gardens to a living room with 360-degree views of the closest ocean. Today, we'll be looking at 10 of the most incredible and expensive homes on Earth. Keep in
It said
mind
on
that our
Earth,
picks are
not
not
even
only
on
expensive,
Earth.
but they are very unique in their own ways. They feature spaces that you never thought could exist
wow.
inside someone's home. Make sure you
Wow.
watch them all. Perhaps you'll get ideas for your own dream home. Number 1 will
Okay.
definitely change the way you think of home so far, though. Number 10. Chateau Artesan.
Wow.
Who doesn't want to live surrounded by water? Back in the day, people would dig ditches around their homes and fill them with water to protect them from invaders. Today, surrounding your home with water is more of a luxury rather than a protection technique. And that is the case of Chateau Artesan, a French-style house surrounded by water that looks like something out of a fairy tale. On one end of the property, you can find the staircase entrance, right after you walk through the courtyard, which will definitely make you feel like you've traveled back to medieval times, or, to the set of Legend
Oh,
of
this
Zelda,
is nice.
or Skyrim. Either or.
Guys, can you see the water by the side of the house? It's really nice. It looks cute. I can't wait to see the inside. Like, I'm super excited. Maybe the outside can be like this. I want to see how the inside would look.
On the opposite end, there is an amazing square pool with a fountain in the middle. At this property, you can also find a terraced jacuzzi, a koi pond, and of course, swans that get to enjoy the benefit of having this man-made lake. The 3-story house, which is at the center of the property, has 8 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. The building is not as big as other buildings on our list, but the outdoor space definitely makes up for it.
Yes.
Number 9.
They didn't even show us the inside.
Celine Dion's Water Park Mansion.
Oh, I've heard about this.
You've heard her music.
I've heard
you
about
might have
this,
seen
guys. I've heard about this house. Like, I've not actually seen it, but I heard about this house. Like, her waterfall house. Like, it's insane. How good must it feel to have a lot of money and have a sort of house? But like,
You might have bought all of her CDs, but did you ever get to see what Celine Dion's house looks like? Down in Jupiter Island, Florida, one of the most expensive places in the USA, Celine Dion built a mansion, a space to go back to after all those weeks of touring around the world. With Bahamian vibes at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, this mansion has 13 bedrooms and 14
13
bathrooms,
bedrooms.
surrounded by wide open spaces and amazing views. What makes her place so unique is the water-sized pool that sits at the front of her palace looking home. It even has a water slide. Back in 2017, Celine finally put her home in the market with a $72 million price tag, but she ended up selling it for only $27 million. I suppose the real question is, do you think it's worth that much? Number 8. The San Francisco EcoFriendly Mansion. Now that people are constantly looking for ways to make a positive impact on their environment, it makes sense that a house on our list is not only expensive, but also eco-friendly.
oh my god, I love this.
We're talking about this.
I love that room, guys. Can you see that artwork? The artwork of the woman standing like this. Oh my god, I love that. Eventually, when I have a house, I should not say if I have a house. Eventually, when I have a house, like there's going to be so much art, especially like all the standing. I don't know what it's called. Standing statues. There's going to be and black, white, different colors. I'm just going to have them around. Like they're so pretty. Just imagine having like walking and be like, oh my god, I live here. I'm not going to
Dollar
go
house in
out.
San Francisco's Billionaire Row. About 40% of its energy comes from the sun, and it has a rainwater collection system that can hold more than 5,000 gallons of water.
Wow.
Can you just imagine that? This house pretty much
I cannot
works in
imagine
harmony with
because
nature.
it's a lot.
With 7 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms, this house had to go through a long process to get where it is. The end
How many
result
bedrooms?
is
I think
rewarding
11
after all
bedrooms
that
or
time, however. This house is fully automated. Lights, music, temperature, doors, everything can be controlled from a personal device such as a smartphone or a computer. Even the light bulbs will adjust automatically if you were to move the artwork or furniture underneath them. Whether it's day or night, the non-reflective glass windows offer incredible views of San Francisco, and its most popular landmarks such as the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. What better way to spend $40 million than using it towards a house as green as this one?
Million.
Number 7.
$40 million. Come, let me calculate it in Nigerian money. How much is dollar now? How much is dollar now? Hey, God, I don't know how much is dollar. I don't even want to give myself heart failure. So let's just continue. Guys, calculate it. $40 million times, I think dollar like 460, 470. Please do the mathematics. Do the mathematics. That is a lot of money.
924 Bel Air Mansion. If you grew up in the 90s, you might remember Bel Air from the show that made Will Smith famous. You're too young for that? Well, here's what you need to know. Bel Air is where rich people live. It's one of the most expensive
It's where
neighborhoods
rich
in Los
people
Angeles.
live. I like the fact that it's where rich people live. Just nobody. You cannot find nobody there. You have to be a somebody to live there. You cannot be a nobody. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Bel Air.
One of the properties on this neighborhood made it to our list. We're talking about the mansion
Wow.
on 924 Bel Air.
Because it even has like a
billionaire.
Oh my
This
God.
place stands out among others because of all the entertainment you can find in it. A 4-lane bowling lounge.
There's
a
no need to
4K
leave the
movie
house.
theater for 40 people. A large infinity pool with an outdoor pop-up theater, an auto gallery, and around
Wow.
100 curated art installations. The amenities are simply insane. It's like somebody came in and brought LA to their house. The house is fully stocked with 2 champagne and wine cellars and a massive candy wall.
Oh my
Through its
God.
windows, you can get a glimpse of the LA skyline. Wouldn't you like to live here?
I
Well,
would.
when the house hit the market, it was
I would like to live here.
$250 million,
It would look good with
which
me.
At the time, made it the most expensive home in America. However, after multiple price cuts, the property was finally sold at only $94 million in October of 2019. Number 6.
4 million. That's still a lot of money.
Via Les Cedras. Next on our list is a mansion down on the coast of Saint Jean Cap Ferrat in the south of France.
South of
We've actually
France.
talked about this home before.
South of France. The France. South of France.
Previous list, why not check that out?
Ah!
This place
Money,
is the
money,
perfect combination of
money.
luxury and history. The mansion has existed since 1830. And since
It's quite old.
1850, when it was first bought, Via Les Cedras has been home to many residents, including King Leopold II from Belgium. Before becoming a proper
Belgium.
residence, the property was an olive tree farm, which explains the many 300-year-old olive trees. How many olive trees again? Well, they surround the entire house. There are lots of palm trees and cedar trees as well. After all, cedras is the word for cedar in French, and I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. Either way, it's expected to find that kind of tree around. The interior of the house preserves a lot of the history from its previous occupants. There's a massive library with a book dating back to the 1600s, which is worth several thousand euros. The house was put on the market back in 2017, and a mystery buyer finally agreed to pay 200 million euros in August of 2019. Number 5.
200 million euros. Poverty, stay away from me. Guys, somebody paid 200 million euros for a house. What? Wow. This is my news to poverty. Poverty, stay away from me. If poverty come to me, let accident happen, let something jam somebody, let everything just scatter. What's that? $200 million euro house. Hey.
Eden Towers Sky Penthouse. Now, we know a penthouse is pretty much the expensive version of an apartment, but can a penthouse be expensive and interesting enough to make it to this list? Absolutely. I mean, at $357 million, Monaco's Eden Towers Sky
200
Penthouse
what?
promises-
Go back.
I mean, at $357 million,
257.
Monaco's Eden Towers Sky Penthouse promises to be the most expensive penthouse ever.
Penthouse.
With majestic views of the Mediterranean Sea.
Not the whole mansion, guys.
Monaco,
A penthouse.
This place will make you forget you're inside a 5-story penthouse in one of the largest buildings on the
5-story
Mediterranean
penthouse. It's
coast.
quite bad. That's a lot.
Either release some stress, just walk out, or slide down to this house's circular infinity pool that's connected to the main building through a water slide. If you thought homes inside a vertical
But I'll be
building
so
would
scared
make
to
you more
live here.
compact
Especially if you have
and
like
simple, you might
kids.
wanna think
Like
again.
I would be so scared to live somewhere
Number
like that.
4. Antilia in Mumbai,
Yes.
the most expensive in the world. This
house.
is Antilia, and it's considered the most expensive house in the world.
Yes.
It took $1 billion to build it, but some people say its current value is closer to $2 billion. What can be so special about this odd-looking building? Well, down in the southern part of Mumbai, Antilia is the home to Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in Asia and one of the richest men in all over the world.
Yes.
This building is only 27 stories high, but don't let those numbers fool you. The ceilings on some floors are so double the regular height, which makes Antilia as high as a 60-story building.
What?
At this home you can find helipads, a parking space for up to 168 cars, a theater that can comfortably host 50 people, terrace gardens, a spa, and even a temple. Now you get why this building is so expensive.
Guys,
Number 3.
there's money in this world.
Bill Gates' house.
Why is this here? This is supposed to be like number 1.
Someone as wealthy as him to be the owner
Come on.
of the most extravagant homes on earth.
What do you expect?
This house has more bathrooms than bedrooms. It also took 7 years, $63 million in the hands of 300 construction workers to complete this home.
How many years?
Bill named his house
3 years?
Xanadu 2.0 based on the movie Citizen Kane. Xanadu 2.0 interacts with its surroundings to regulate its temperature efficiently. While most people prefer to display works of art on their walls, the walls of this place are filled with computer screens displaying different paintings and photography. These screens can display your favorite artwork with just a touch of a button. Xanadu 2.0 also has a pool with its own music system, a trampoline room, an Art Deco style
It's Bill
movie
Gates'
theater,
house.
and
I do
a
not expect
reception
less.
hall where Bill can host a dinner party
I
for
do not
around
expect
200
less.
guests.
Just go higher.
The
Like
food can come
go
from
as
one
much
to
as you
6
can.
kitchens spread throughout different corners of the house, making it ready to host events at any given moment. And I'd actually like to get an invite from Bill to check this out.
Even me.
I hear he gives out Xboxes as party favors.
That's
Now
funny.
it's time for the day's best pick. I really like this kind of pool with glass walls. These pools are very modern and inviting. When I came across this image, I started to wonder what it would be like to live in a place where I can swim surrounded by the sounds of nature. And then I found a house that really inspired me. Number 2. The Fish House in Singapore. Nothing compares with the heat in Southeast Asia.
This just
There
makes
is
me feel
no-
like, guys, did you watch the rich kids of the rich something of Asia? Is it Singapore? The Rich Kids of Asia, no? That was the movie. It was on Netflix. Very popular. I can't remember the name. Something like this. Just maybe like here, like Singapore. I just imagine like their house. Like they actually have a lot of money. Like people from Singapore. Hi, what's up? If you're looking at me from Singapore, what's up, guys? I don't know what I am feeling right now, but I'm feeling okay.
way to enjoy it than having a house with an ocean front in the lush landscape of Singapore.
Singapore.
Such is the case of the Fish House, a tropical bungalow that was built in 2009 with the goal of creating a living space in close relationship with nature. This was easily accomplished by putting the pool right in the middle of the jungle-like garden
my God,
and
this
an
is so
endless ocean view.
pretty.
The view is in fact present at the different naturally ventilated spaces of the
Oh my
house.
God, guys,
the place
look
is compact yet full of exotic features.
This is so nice,
There's
but
a
having
media
kids
room
inside
at the
a place, you
basement
have
level
to
with
be
an acrylic
careful.
window that constantly reminds us of the house's connection to nature.
Oh my God.
The window allows natural light into the room as well as views out into the pool. The house has plenty of green spaces for lounging and enough photovoltaic panels to bring enough energy to power up the whole house.
This
I
is
hear some
insane.
people have a hard time living in nature for too long, but I'm sure they would change their mind if they lived here. Number 1.
Number 1.
Bruneis
Guys, number 1. Bruneis Palace. Let me guess, this will be in Moscow. I don't know, I just feel like it's going to be in Moscow.
On the northern part of the island of Borneo, there is a small nation
I'm
called
far.
Brunei. This little country is home to the largest private residence in the world, the Astana Nurul Iman. This literally translates into the Palace of the Light of Faith. The construction of this massive palace was completed in 1984 at a decent cost of $1.4 billion.
1.4
If you're wondering how
billion.
large is the largest place in the world, looking at some
1.4
numbers
billion.
might give you an idea. The place has 1,788 rooms, including 257 bathrooms.
That's practically a
Also
hotel.
has
It's not a
5
house.
swimming
That's a
pools,
hotel.
44 stairwells, and 18 elevators. You thought Bill Gates' dining hall was big? Well, it doesn't compare to the Bruneis Palace. It has a capacity of up to 5,000 people. It also has a mosque that can easily fit 1,500 people, which is not surprising given the fact that Brunei is considered a predominantly Muslim nation. The property has 110 different garages where the Sultan keeps his 7,000 cars, including his Ferraris,
7,000 cars,
and many other vehicles that he owns. Some of them are custom made even. If that wasn't enough, there is also an air-conditioned stable for the Sultan's 200 ponies.
Guys, he has 200 ponies. Let me just stop here because I cannot give myself heart failure. So guys, that is the 10 most expensive houses in the world. What did I just say? So guys, that is the 10 most expensive houses in the world. That's insane. Like, people actually spend crazy amount of money on houses. Like, I don't mind it. Like, I really love houses. Like, I really love, like, let me get to a house and be like, oh my god, do you actually live here? Like, I'm just like really freaked out about like houses, like home, like I just really like things like that. But, like, guys, people are spending billions of dollars on houses. God, this is a direct message from me to you. Help me, help me, help me. So guys, that comes to the end of this video. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, and subscribe. So I see you guys in my next video. Yep.